If you are looking to 3-star all of your trials challenges this week, I got you covered. It may even take you to the top of your own leaderboard. For all of the trials challenges, you're going to want to do them during a night raid. This is because it will double the total points that you receive for doing them during night raids. Up first is deliver Carriables, and we'll want to do it on Dam Battlegrounds in 2 different locations. First place is the electrical substation near the water towers in the south of the map, and then the second location will be in the South Swamp Outpost area. The goal here is to find field crates on the map and deliver them to the field depot. You will need to do 4 total in order to get your 3-star requirement. This will mean that you need 2 different locations, as I have only personally found 3 crates per field depot. Beyond that, this is a really simple challenge overall. You just need to know where to look. The field crates spawn locations are a bit random, so in your run, they might not match up exactly to where mine are. The 2 places you want to look are in the water towers, which is to the south of it, and then in the power generation area to the north of it. No further than the area that you saw me grab the first crate from. You don't want to go up to water treatment, they don't spawn up there, it's too far away. In the swamp area, the crates are found near or inside any of the rusted out metal structures. You can find them on top of couches, on top of shelves, on top of crates. Anywhere inside of the structures is a good place to look. They can also be spawned anywhere on the outside of those structures as well. Additionally, there is a broken down barren husk in the area that can also be a home to these field crates. In general, crates will not spawn too far away from the field depot, and they won't be close to it either. So just keep your eyes peeled as you're working through the area, given their random spawns. Once you've delivered 4 total field crates, that's all you need to meet your 3-star requirements. Return to Speranza and collect your loot. Up next is download data during Hidden Bunker. Hidden Bunker is a map event for Spaceport that will show up where the night raid icon normally is. Once you launch in, you're looking for 4 antenna icons on the map. The entire lobby participates in this, so only worry about getting to the one that's closest to you. Make your way to the antenna and then establish the connection by interacting with the computer at the base of the antenna. The download will begin, which you can see visually represented on the screen. Some enemies may also spawn on you at this point, so eliminate those. And then once the download is complete, you will see the icon change from yellow to green, and then you will be able to interact with the computer again to send an unlock signal. Once all 4 antennas have been interacted with, the hidden bunker will become open and you will be able to get inside to download your data. The hidden bunker is located to the south of the departure building, and there will be a small entrance running into the ground for where the bunker begins. Once inside, it's very easy to get turned around and lost, so keep in mind that there are 8 total terminals, theoretically, that can be interacted with for your actual challenge. You want to locate one of the 8 stations and you want to start a download. The download takes quite a while, and then at the end you will see the light turn green and you can retrieve your data from that station. You want to do this for all 8 stations. You can also get data from somebody else's station if they're actively doing their download. Simply wait for their download to finish and then you can collect your data once the light turns green. Once a station has gone green, it will stay green for a short period of time and then become red. Once the station is red, it means it's on cooldown and nobody can interact with it until the cooldown ends. Once the cooldown ends though, you can interact with it just as normal. Again, this area is fairly confusing in terms of its layout, so here is what all 8 stations look like. Station number 1, station number 2, station number 3, station number 4, station number 5, station number 6, station number 7, and station number 8. Once you have interacted with and downloaded your data from all 8 stations, head back to Speranza and collect your loot. Up next is Damage Wasps on Buried City. You want to move yourself to the eastern side of the map where there's a tunnel that leads to a broken highway in the middle of the map. All you want to do is aggro snitches by shooting at them in the distance. They will make their way over to you, and then once they've set off their alarm, we'll call in Wasps and Hornets. Simply eliminate the Wasps and the Hornets that show up, and then rinse and repeat the strategy from there. It is very easy to aggro snitches from this location, as once you're finished dealing with the ones you just called over, there will be another snitch not too far away on either side of you that you can shoot at and aggro back to your location. For extra credit, if you really want to try and min-max on this, the best way you can do that is aggro the snitch to you, damage it a little bit, wait for it to send its alarm, allow it to fully cast the alarm, and then eliminate it shortly after. This way, after you've eliminated the Hornets and the Wasp that shows up, you can also then loot that snitch to get a snitch scanner. Put that scanner in your quick use utility and then throw it on the map, and you will bring to you another 2 Wasps to your location. This will allow you to quickly and effectively grind up your score. Be careful with this strategy though. If you eliminate the snitch too soon, you won't be able to get the 2 wasps and the hornet to spawn. Once you've met the amount of points that you want for your challenge, return to Speranza and collect your loot. Up next is destroy fireballs, and the best place I have found to do this is on Spaceport up in the shipping warehouse near the north side of the map. Once you get there, if you don't see fireballs in the area, don't worry. Just eliminate everything else. If it's a tick, if it's a wasp, if it's a hornet, even if it's a snitch, anything in the inside or the immediate close by outside, make sure it gets eliminated. And then what you want to do is move away from the area, out of sight about 100 meters away or so. I used a little tower up on top of the wall. And then you want to wait inside for about 60 to 90 seconds. Once you've done that, the game will respawn a set of enemies in that location, and all you need to do is go in and eliminate everything else again, and then rinse and repeat that strategy. This will not always guarantee that you get fireballs to spawn, but in my experience, fireballs spawn more often than not than other enemies. Once you've gone back in to get your eliminations, make sure you clear everything out. You do not want anything left alive, so the game has to respawn another set of enemies for you to eliminate. And if you don't know, fireballs do have a weak spot if you're tired of shooting the outside armor. Although it is a little risky, let them get close to you and they will flip up their armor to breathe fire at you. My strategy is to double tap and then dodge roll away. And then from there, just rinse and repeat the reset strategy and you'll be good to go. Return to Speranza and collect your loot. Up next is damage bastions on Buried City. If you can, bring with you blaze grenades, blaze grenade traps, and something like the hole cracker to make this considerably easier. Bastion likes to roam near the Eastern Station metro entrance. He does roam a bit in that location, but I recommend taking the fight from a little broken out house just above the collapsed highway. This broken out house right here is a great place to take the fight, as there is a ton of cover for you to use and get out of the way of his bullet stream. From there, this fight is actually relatively simple. Keep yourself out of line of sight as best you can, and just deal as much damage as possible to his legs. His legs are his weak spot, and he will collapse and become immobilized once you've broken through the armor and into his weak spot underneath the armor. Then, from there, just simply eliminate the Bastion with as much damage as you possibly can. From there, you've 3-starred this challenge, but if you want to take it a step further to maximize your points, we're going to take a page out of the spaceport strategy, and we're going to get ourselves 150 to 200 meters away. Then we're going to wait for about 2 minutes or so, and the Bastion will respawn. Once he does, simply go right back to the same location you were before. Set any traps that you might have brought with you, engage in the Bastion again, and then rinse and repeat the first strategy. Once you've eliminated the second Bastion, you've definitely completed that challenge at 3 stars. You may return to Speranza and collect your loot. And there you go. That is how you 3-star all of this week's challenges, and depending on how far you go above and beyond the 3-star requirement, it may even take you to the top of your own leaderboard. That's going to be it for me today, y'all. Thanks for watching.